Rest in peace to my guy Screech, one of the greatest wingmen to ever do it. I'm a big time Saved by the Bell guy. That really hurt me the other day. I almost started crying because I was big time Samuel Powers guy. That was really my guy. I'll never forget the episode when Lisa like sprained her ankle, whatever.
The sprain.
Yeah, and she was dancing. They were dancing in the chair, or whatever. I'll never forget that. And then when what's the one? I guess they were doing like some home ec deal, and she was married to him. She's like, I can't be Screech. I'm allergic to him. And he said,
she was twerking.
Yeah. Mr. Bell and all that fool broke down crying. Oh, shout out to my guy Screech, man. And you know what? F the whole cast of Stay by the Bell. They try to act like they friends with him. They never were on my guy's side, man. They were cool. Oh, we reached out Mario Lopez. Oh, we reached out to him to see how he was doing. Man, get out of here, man. I never liked you anyway. You were a hater on Zach anyway, Mario Lopez. Well, let's talk about something that's really near and dear to the studio right now. Because I don't know if you know this, Billy, but I am the biggest Rangers fan right here in the Metroplex. It's
true.
There's no bigger Rangers fan than me. But we got Vosh here. He's big time. He's the biggest baseball fan here in Texas. There's nobody bigger than this guy.
All right.
I mean, this guy knows everything about baseball.
Baseball's a great sport, man.
Yeah, but I need him to tell me, how in the hell do you have a Hall of Fame class where nobody gets in? How is that even possible?
So what Walsh alluded to, what was it, just last week? The baseball voters and pretty much Cooperstown took the year off.
Yeah.
They didn't let anybody in when it comes to their elections for the 2021 Cooperstown Induction Day. In fact,
what had Kurt Schilling, Barry Bonds, that's about
Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens too.
All right, so I called this one the dirty year.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of debate, a lot of topics floating around the sports world. Who do you let in?
Is Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame or is he still in?
Pete Rose is banned from baseball.
He's banned from baseball, but is he in the Hall of Fame or is he out of the Hall?
I'm sure he's somewhere in the Hall of Fame because of placards and records, stuff like that. But his bust, I do not believe his bust is in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
I don't believe it.
Okay, if he's anywhere associated with the Baseball Hall of Fame, then my guy Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, so when I say it's the dirty.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut. What's the guy who was hitting the home runs?
Mark
McGwire.
Yeah.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Okay.
So those guys. Okay, so you mentioned Clemens, Sosa, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Pete Rose, even one.
Is A-Rod in there?
Even one. My guy, Alex Rodriguez.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Okay.
None of those guys are.
Good. Okay.
And then there was another guy that we aforementioned that was Kurt Schilling. Those you know who pretty much follow baseball. Kurt Schilling was the guy who had the surgery, and then of course when they get to the World Series, his incisions was cut, and then the bloody sock game, and then all of a sudden now it's was the sock really bloody or was it dye?
Right. So a guy poured dye on the sock before he went out to a game. Right.
So they're saying that the sock was bloody, it was fake, and this, that, or the other. These guys are all cheaters. Okay. So from Pete Rose, who I think, and this is the bar discussion as well. So feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Tovash10 to talk about this. I love to talk about this when I drink, but I think that Pete Rose may be the greatest hitter to ever pick up a bat in the game of baseball.
Okay.
And it's a crime that Pete Rose is banned from baseball because he was quote unquote gambling or betting.
Yeah.
I don't even think he was betting on his own team. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I read up on it. Educate yourselves, folks. But if you think about it, this would have been the Dirty Hall of Fame, and it would have been fitting if you allowed at least 2 or 3 of those guys in during this time, because for one, 2020 was all fucked up.
Yeah.
We were all nuts. And I think that if you let guys, the dirty guys in 2020 with the last presidency, I think it would have been. I think it would have been very.
It would have all been fitting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
And so, I mean, because now we got to live with 45 in office for that bullshit 4 years. How come we can't, accept these little guys in here and let them pretty much have their way, asterisk the hell out of them?
Yeah.
Say, this guy got in, but he took steroids, or he was a power pitcher, but he used a little bit of goo.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like he had bad political terms, but he was a damn dominant pitcher alongside Randy Johnson. Or even Sammy Sosa. You know, he went from from dark skin Michael Jackson to light skin Michael Jackson. But damn it, he can hit a home run or two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I personally think, because I'm a bad guy too. We all done bad, but I think that
You're healed? I didn't know you were healed.
Okay. You should see me in these streets.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. But no, I personally think that a couple of those guys should be in the Hall of Fame, especially A-Rod.
I'm going to ask you a very serious question, Vosh. It's probably going to deserve a very serious. You can answer it on it too, even though you might turncoat on it later on.
I won't go.
Should your off the field behavior or antics determine you being in the Hall of Fame in your respective sport?
No,
I would agree.
not in the least bit.
So what you do off the field should not have anything to do with what you did on the court, the field, the diamond, the ice, or whatever.
Nobody's in the Hall of Fame for their outside of sports, contributions.
Because they say it's how you are. I mean, Michael Jordan's in the Hall of Fame. Is Charles Barkley in the Hall of Fame too?
I believe so, Ernie.
And Charles Barkley was the one who said, "I'm not a role model."
Yeah,
Right, spitting on people and everything.
yeah.
Do you think
He was a great basketball player.
Do you think Michael Irvin gets in based on his off the field shenanigans?
That's a very bad point.
Do you think Deion gets in on his off the field shenanigans?
Deion, I thought Deion was more. He tried to. I know he tried to take himself out. And what other stuff did he have going on?
I won't even delve into it. I just asking a personal question, just based off the stuff that you guys may have heard about these players in their personal life. Do you think T.D. Jakes, Kirk Franklin, and all these dudes get in the Heaven Hall of Fame based on their off the pulpit shenanigans?
Yeah, about that.
Right, that's where I'm going with that.
I just feel that all pastors are crooked, so you can't. I haven't. You show me an honest pastor, I'll show you a broken.
I second that.
And so
there are some good ones out there. They're just not here. They're just not in my
Very
area.
minimal.
Yeah, 11.
Very minimal.
11.
Yeah, just not in my area.
But no, I mean, but speaking of good versus the bad, I mean, it's okay to do bad. Do bad off the field. The cameras are not on you, especially way back in the day. Social media was not around, so I'm not really trying to hear you judge these dudes off what they do when the light's not on them. The Hall of Fame doesn't apply to what you do off the field.
Should there be limitations on it? Let's say you were a domestic violence person. Should you not be in the Hall of Fame?
Were you playing or were you not?
Were you playing? You were playing and you had domestic violence.
Then there should be. I would probably say you have to go case by case with that. Because
like murder somebody.
Didn't they let Ray Lewis in?
Yeah.
Ray Lewis is in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Marvin Harrison.
I don't think.
I'm sorry, Marvin Harrison, please.
We don't have actual evidence it was Marvin Harrison.
Or Ray Lewis.
Yeah, we just had a guy who said it was Marvin Harrison. Ray Lewis may have known about some stuff on that incident.
And before we get sued, let me go ahead and say this segment is all alleged comments and alleged stories. So please do not send your lawyers after DallasOnAir.com.
Well, I mean, it's Tovash's segment anyway, but go ahead.
I'm broke as shit, so you don't even holler at me.
Second that.
Lion just bought his daughter a car. He's got it.
But going back to Hall of Fame and those 6 or 7 guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring these guys up real quick, and I'm gonna ask y'all individually, who do you let in?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start with Kurt Schilling, who, of course, got a World Series, I think 2. Partnered up with Randy Johnson. They won one in Arizona. Best 1-2 punch in the playoffs.
Randy Johnson.
But the very moment he jumped off the field, he became some nut job politician on the side,
Right.
who has hella right-wing comments as far as, I mean, this dude, just go read up on him.
Yeah.
But this dude's a knucklehead. Does Kurt Schilling in his 45 Trumper gear that he wears.
So is he not in the Hall of Fame because he's a Trump supporter?
He's not in the Hall of Fame because he's a nut job off the field.
Yeah.
What's a nut job? What has he done?
A clown.
Just this thing right here for him is like
Because
he's
he
addicted
tweets?
to it. He tweets a lot. tweets and talks
that's
about
not a
it a
reason to
lot.
keep him out of the Hall of Fame.
Does he belong in?
What's it? I mean, he got 2.
He was 4% of the votes away from baseball writers, across America.
Right.
And that's another thing we'll get into one day. Baseball writers.
So basically, what they say is we don't want a
Pretty
racist in the Hall of Fame.
You need 75% of those votes.
Okay.
So it's writers across the whole landscape of the country saying I don't like Walt because of the birthday smash, so I'm not letting him to DFW Hall of Fame. Shit like that.
How cold was Kurt Schilling on the diamond?
He was awesome. He was
badass.
awesome. He got a ring. I want to say or 2. I think he got one with Boston, by the way. I just off the top of my head. But he got a ring in Arizona. I'm not sure if he got one in Boston. Billy's checking in on that. But Kurt Schilling, off the field, total asshole. Do you let him in? And we got a call.
We have a caller?
Yo, my segment, you don't call me. No, if you want to answer that, go ahead.
He got 2.
So you got 2 in Boston?
Yep. No,
you got him on that?
One in Boston, one in Arizona.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Caller, you're on the air.
Oh, yes. Can I sell y'all some car insurance real quick?
Sounds like it might have been that.
This is Mark in Cedar Hill.
Hey, why you gotta be from City Hill? No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I mean, if you think about it, though.
Okay, Michael Irvin's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yes.
Kurt Schilling should be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Next guy I bring up, Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, baby.
Looking at the camera, kissing the camera, and doing all that other stuff.
He's white now.
He's white Sammy Sosa right now, right?
Yeah.
So I think he had vitiligo. I think he had an episode of bleach dying, shit like that. But Sammy Sosa, drafted by the Rangers. I think he finished his career for the Rangers. Hit 600 while he was with the Rangers. 600 home runs. But in 1998, him and Mark McGwire, and that's another guy I bring up right now. So I will table the 2 of them. In 1998.
I know those were just steroids, guy, right?
Yeah, in 1998, those 2 guys
Yeah,
saved baseball.
They were going back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
Right? They saved baseball. Both of them in the National League. Do they, because of that particular run, and Mark McGwire broke Roger Maris's single season record with number 61, do they get in the Hall of Fame?
Okay, so here's my take on steroids in baseball. It takes a lot of coordination to hit a ball with a bat.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as everybody thinks.
No,
it
it's
is.
not at all.
I don't think that steroids helped them as much as people say it does. That's just me personally. Because, yeah, I might be strong as hell, and I may not. I just don't see steroids making you get a home run every time. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
Because that was the case. There were a lot of other players before Mark McGwire, who was taking steroids, and I can tell you, they can probably tell you what was Jose Canseco deal.
Canseco was the same situation.
Right? Is he in?
No.
Okay.
He laughs at people when they don't get in. In fact, that same last week, Canseco and Kurt Schilling were going back and forth on Twitter, and it was awesome. I really think
He
that
was snitching, didn't he? Didn't he start snitching? Canseco?
he rolled on everybody.
Yeah, he rolled on
He
everybody.
was the biggest whistleblower in America. Even wrote a book about it. It was pretty cool. And so, to me, Tavash, those guys get in. Those 2 guys get in. Okay. I'll move on to the next person. So we got Kurt Schilling. You say he's in. We got Sammy Sosa, who hit over 600 home runs. He's in. And Mark McGwire, because he made baseball fun for about a 6-7 year period. Plus, he and Canseco were Bass Brothers in Oakland.
Right.
Right.
I don't get why steroids even matters.
All right. So
Baseball.
Let's transition real quick. Steroids matter because it improves your hand-eye, right? Your hand-eye. The hardest thing to do in any sport, golf, hockey, baseball, basketball, speed racing, whatever the situation, football, whatever, is to hit a ball coming at your body 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
With movement.
Right.
It's the hardest thing to do. I did pretty well at it, but I'm sitting right here doing the show. I'm not counting money right now, so there you go.
You did that on Twitter earlier, but go ahead.
It is terribly hard.
Okay.
And so I think that for them to go ahead and syringe this part of your body up, just to get that edge and get that quick twitch, your muscles, I'm telling y'all right now, an extends pill or a Viagra pill pretty much is the same thing. Take one of those and then go to the gym.
Okay, well,
You'll see what I'm talking
I'll tell you this. I'll give MLB this or whoever's voting. At least they're consistent, okay?
Okay.
At least they're not letting certain people in because of, like, you know, when you hear Mark McGwire, you're like, oh, shit, he got to go to the Hall of Fame. He was shitting. He was like, no, we keeping him out because he used steroids. I'll give them that. But I just don't think, maybe, and I know you're trying to explain to me, I just don't see how steroids makes you 10 times better than everybody on the field.
It helps you see ball, hit ball. And when you make contact because you're stronger than the next guy, then that ball goes a long way. Your owners see it. They see those numbers increase. You get paid off of it.
Okay,
there's a whole bunch of more examples.
The main name I want you to get to is Barry Bonds because didn't he take it at the end of his career?
Okay, so Barry Bonds was even a Hall of Famer before he started juicing and taking.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So he was already in there before.
So yeah, I want to lump Barry Bonds and Alex Rodriguez in together because I think that those two dudes pretty much didn't need it. I think that those dudes transcended the game so well that if they would have eaten a pack of Skittles before a game, would have enhanced them.
Right.
Like they really did.
Is my guy Mike Napoli going in?
Napoli might go into the Playboy Hall of Fame, which is a little bit different.
That's my favorite Ranger on that team.
He's definitely ain't going to the Uptown Dallas Hall of Fame.
That was my guy, man. Yeah. Mike Napoli.
Shout out to Kendra Lust. No, but he
is that she on Twitter?
Yeah. Careful though.
I thought I seen that name.
Kendra Lust. No, but with A-Rod, real good shortstop. With Barry Bonds, awesome in the outfield. But we saw it. We saw their bodies transform. We saw them get bigger. We saw numbers inflate. And then, you know, with Barry Bonds was the cream and the clear, and Balco. Yeah. That whole thing. And then with A-Rod, he just flat out told you, yeah, I did this, I did that. With those guys, man, I think that because they didn't need it and because they put up so many astronomical numbers when it comes to the game, it raised everybody's attention. And then all of a sudden now, you got these bohemian type names and players. A-Rod wrote out 2 $200 million contracts, y'all. 2 of them.
A lot of money.
Barry Bonds was breaking records.
Yeah.
Out in San Francisco. And they really didn't even need it. But because they did it and they broke numbers, all of a sudden the little people that stabbed them back in the day in the ass, they start talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Victor Conte.
I remember when Barry Bonds was on trial for all that.
Yeah.
I remember he was on trial.
That shit went to Congress,
man.
It
went to Congress, man.
It went to Congress. We're
Never
talking
would have
about
thought that would have happened.
We're talking about a game going to Congress because of Rafael Palmeiro. I did not use steroid, period. He can't even get in. I think he was one of the most underrated players of all time. He got over 500 home runs. I mean, like, if the media didn't really gravitate toward this, like y'all don't in football, huh? Like y'all don't in football, then all of a sudden there wouldn't be that. NFL goes, oh, he violated substance abuse. He smoked weed, Josh Gordon. He smoked weed too much. So we're going to go ahead and ruin his life. That's the NFL's problem. In baseball, it's like, oh, steroids. Oh, what the fuck? But they still can't truck stick a dude coming over the middle. A-Rod couldn't do that shit.
Yeah.
So why do we pretty much in this world glorify one thing, one sport, and then go over here, and then the sport, it should be glorified in when I'm going to put it under the rug, sweep it under the rug. I ain't going to see that Ray Lewis is 6'4", 275. It can run like Bambi, bro.
Right.
Like, are you serious right now? And then all of a sudden, when they retire, they look like me.
Yeah.
Huh? What are we doing?
That's not a bad thing. Some people say about looking like you. Some people say it's not a bad thing.
I'm all right. I told you overrate me too much.
I don't overrate you, sir. I'm just going by what the audience give me. I mean, they get upset when you're not here. I just think, look, where's Tovas? Where's Tovas? Where's Tovas? You know, I feel like I had to confirm it last night on the postgame show and tonight that we haven't confirmed through SMS that you were going to be here tonight.
You got a pretty big rise out of the people.
Yeah. And that was at the end of the night last night when that happened. But I just wanted to know that, man. But I do need to take the time here and say, and Billy here, we're gonna go above the rim, and I need to address a certain young lady who's out there who feels it's okay to disrespect kings. Number one, and I have a feeling that she's going to be in attendance tomorrow at the Atlanta game. So we need to make sure we have a conversation with her, make sure that she's ready to get herself know her role for when Luka comes to town tomorrow.
And
we're not having any because if she feels she can disrespect the Kings, she might be gearing up to try to disrespect Luka tomorrow night.
We can't.
So we can't have that happen. So let's take a break. Let's go above the rim right here next on DallasOnAir.com. This chick here, man.
She's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You see,
Get down.
Thank you, Zach. I need this moment here because I need to address a certain somebody. Who I don't even know where to start with this chick. I don't even know her name. What's her name? Billy. You got the description of this chick?
they're calling her Courtside Karen.
Courtside Karen, Juliana.
Yeah.
Whatever her name.
Something like that.
Whatever. Hold on. I'm about to get. This chick's just so important to me. I don't even know her damn name.
Juliana
Carlos. That's her name.
Juliana Carlos. All right. So
now.
let's talk about Miss Juliana Carlos here as we go above the rim, Billy. Last night, my guy Ring James was doing what he does best. That's kicking. That's balling,
Kicking ass,
getting
taking
dubs, and handing out L's like he does every other night for the majority. And he's got this guy who's heckling him or whatever.
We're used to that.
We're used to that. We're used to that. Any town we go to, any plane we step off of, that's what we go through. My guy's out there doing his thing, and this guy's heckling him, and all of a sudden, this lady's jumping up. She's got a mink coat on and got all this stuff, and she's talking. I see her doing like this to LeBron. I'm like, who's this chick? Who the hell does she think she is? But I think you retweeted. I instantly said, well, who the hell is this chick?
Right.
What the hell's going on? And I see her getting escorted. And then all of a sudden, I see her dropping a mixtape, a diss track, all on Twitter, getting on the camera, talking about how F LeBron and he's this and he's. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Who is this chick? So I had some people do some research, find out who this chick is. Yeah, my guy LeBron says that he took it in stride. He didn't think it was that serious. He didn't think anybody should be ejected. He actually loved it because that's what he used to. And like he said, this is a conversation between two people who got they what they had to say out.
Two grown men.
Yeah,
right.
Two grown men, and then this chick here pops up. Well, I'm sorry, somebody else.
Yeah.
Had something to say. So we basically, he said I had to go ahead and put it in her place. But some research was done on this chick. She's 25 with a 60-year-old talking about some. I love my husband. No, you love his money, chick.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, stop it.
Shut the whole.
Yeah, I'm not.
up.
Then I see you guys on here calling me a gold digger and somebody. Well, if the shoe fits,
basically.
shoe fits. Whatever. I don't care what you are. It's your vagina. You do whatever you want to do with it. I don't give a damn. But what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna come disrespect my. See, and this is what we talked about this last week. This is why I have a problem with courtside seats.
Right.
These people pay for the courtside seats. They can say and do whatever
And
the hell
talk
they
and
want
say
to do
whatever, yeah.
on the. But I know they'll never go away because that's the most price tag money.
Right.
They'll never. But we could probably set something up like they got now. Somewhere you don't need to have all them people sitting up front row.
Put them on the glass.
Yeah, something like that. But this chick here, she's just out of line, and she needs to know, and a lot of people know when you go to a basketball game, just because you paid a substantial amount of money, that don't give you the right to disrespect players on the court. Now, what's going to happen? Now, had LeBron James been less civilized, like some people, and ran up in there, Marcus Smart ran up on somebody when he was in college in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
If he was less civilized and ran out there and popped and swung on him and busted him up, then what?
Yeah, we had.
Then he been wrong. Then LeBron James would have been wrong. Okay. Well,
he had no self-control.
Yeah, keep your mouth closed when we go to basketball game. Sit down and enjoy the game. And I like to
up.
tell this chick, listen, my Mavericks are coming to town, right? We already not in a good mood.
We're not going for the shit.
We're not going for this tomorrow night. You might get swung on tomorrow night playing.
By who? Who would do that?
We're sending Johnson.
We might send the dojo man over there to keep talking that hot mess. Quit playing.
Send him over, man.
So, listen, Juliana, whatever your name, what's her name?
Juliana Carlos.
Juliana Carlos. I'm going to respectively ask you tomorrow night in the arena, have a seat, enjoy the game. Let my guy Luka do what he gonna do. We don't need you heckling or nothing like that. Just come to the game, sit down, watch, and shut up.
Can I ask y'all a question though?
Go ahead, Bosh.
Do you think that with it being so recent, do you think that the Atlanta Hawks organization will let that because it was 4 people that got kicked out?
He got too much money. Let him in.
You
And
think
LeBron already said he didn't feel they should be kicked out, so it's no ill will.
I don't think the Atlanta Hawks are going to do anything about it, man. I think the fact, like you said, with LeBron going in and just saying, hey, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, if LeBron was making a big fuss about it and saying, fans should stay in their place or whatever, I think it would have been something different.
I did see she came back and apologized.
Yeah.
she was told to do that.
Yeah,
of course she was.
And I'm pretty sure the Atlanta Hawks organization told her to do that.
Yeah, and I'm telling you now, LeBron James kind of being an even keel guy and has good temperament. Man, imagine had that been someone like Russell Westbrook, man. Russell Westbrook might have been over there in the stands trying to let her and her husband have it. Okay,
he ain't said she is a gold digger.
Yeah, and then she's trash too, man. I don't know. If you've seen this picture.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's
now you getting personal.
Now, listen, is there anything impressive about that?
Oh, God.
Is there anything? Yeah, there's nothing impressive about that.
I mean, she looks like every single chick
Don't do it.
in our backyard on McKinney Avenue.
Wow.
She looks like Uptown. She's an Uptown girl.
Wow.
We just lost
Living.
Uptown. We
We don't lost him. We can't go to Uptown now.
Can't go to Uptown.
McKinney Avenue either. You want to
Uptown.
disrespect
She
them?
look like you. She look like you, Uptown.
Can we
I'm
not
sorry.
go? You want to disrespect McKinney Avenue too?
I mean, right now we're in a pandemic. I'm sure they're not coming for me right now.
We already got the Lower Greenville parade canceled. You want to go ahead and just shoot at them too while that kick the parade
We're not
while it's
allowed
there?
to go down there. We
Well,
might
as
get
long
our
as my
ass
running
kicked.
back stays away from there, then I'm good.
You good? Okay.
So with that being said though, all right, this chick drinking. Another notch against her could be that, she was yelling at LeBron courtside without her mask on.
That was another thing she was that's the main thing she was apologizing for not having a mask on too. It wasn't more LeBron. It was more about, it was just the heat of the moment. But she was definitely apologized for not having a mask on.
Yeah. Okay. All right, chick.
Now, okay, so we got her background, Barbie doll, big boobs, no ass, pouting lips that she paid for, Botox injections, very Uptown. Then we go to her husband.
I don't go to Uptown anyway. I'm good.
We move over
They
to
don't
her,
watch the show.
we move over to her husband, and on Twitter he's Papa Carlos or Daddy Carlos 006 on Instagram.
Wait a minute. Why do you know?
Because this was so much fun to me.
Why does he have a screen name like he's playing poker or something? Like he's playing solitary.
This was so much fun, to me last night because while this is going on, Vash's brain is just working and it's churning, right? And I'm watching this, and the way I saw her body language talking to LeBron, and then the way I saw LeBron's body language saying, "Sit your ass down," and he turns away. My Tavash hung out with NBA players for 7-8 years.
She said something that went too far.
I'm like, wait a minute. I've seen this play out before. LeBron, it's very, very possible that LeBron may know this chick, or this chick may know LeBron. So I instantly leave with that on Twitter at Tavash10. I go, hey, what's the backstory on this? And so I'm wondering, you got all the
Doogie Howser.
My brain is working right. I'm telling you, all of a sudden I became Black Sports Online.
Yeah.
I became Media Takeout and all these dudes, right?
EA.
And so I'm thinking, well,
get in people's bedrooms,
right? Oh, I jumped right into
You got right in the
I jumped right in.
Right.
I'm like, well, who is this chick, man? And she gave she gave LeBron that finger. Fellas, y'all know what I'm talking about. When the chick goes, when she gives you that finger, it's almost like that. You know what I'm talking about,
right?
You know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's almost like, and I saw this last night. It's almost like that cat meme where the two chicks are going, and the cat's sitting there chilling.
Yeah,
that white cat in the kitchen.
Yeah,
right in the dining table, whatever. And so I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know what? Please don't tell me, sports guys, that LeBron knows this chick.
No, we don't know
or
her.
that
We don't know
other.
you
don't know him?
We don't know her. We don't know her. But I do actually have a quote here of what was said. They said they played the tape back of what LeBron said. If I could quote the King, Ring James.
Yeah,
I want to make sure I got
Ring,
Ring James. It says, it's a quote from LeBron. It says, LeBron James dialogue to the courtside couple in Atlanta. Ranky ass, shut the fuck up. Oh, steroid ass nigga, never. Shut the fuck up.
She said that?
That's what LeBron said to the guy.
That's what he should have.
Yeah, that's what he should.
So, all right, cool. He used that word.
That's what they say. That's what's reported.
That's reported. So allegedly, LeBron, you use N-word. Don't get mad when they come back at you.
No, I'm just saying. So apparently something was said to him to make him get to that point.
Yeah.
Something was
said.
said. LeBron's not going to just pop off and do that. And he even said that there was some stuff that was being said that was crossing the line. That he felt was crossing the line.
So LeBron's playing word tennis with this dude, and all of a sudden his little chick jumps in.
Yeah, she says, if you don't talk to my husband, if you don't quit talking to my husband.
Well,
what's he going to do?
You know what, though? Ladies, stand by your man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, kudos to Juliana Carlos for standing by her man.
She don't get any
he
kudos
paid.
from me.
He paid for your ass, and you stood by him. I applaud you, girl.
He didn't pay for her ass.
No.
Looking at this
yeah,
picture,
yeah.
Billy is.
Yeah.
Billy has already been. Billy's already on it.
He been booty police.
If you look at this right here, Billy's on it right here. This is the picture he's posted.
That's what it looks like.
What is she sitting on her hips when she sit down?
I don't know what that
I'm gonna tweet this out real quick at Just the Advocate on Twitter. This is
Don't. You're gonna lose followers with that ass.
I don't care. Yeah. What's it? Well, I mean, if I have to,
That's an L, man.
that's a big L.
Her ass is really almost shaped like an L. It goes like down and hair up and hooks in. Like,
Bro, I don't think I've ever. And the thing is, she's taking that picture with complete confidence.
confidence.
That she looks good.
Again, she stood by her man with total confidence.
He should
I'm
be
telling
ashamed of his damn self holding
Hey.
off on, and not all that money.
No,
he'll
he'll probably tell you his wife is hot.
If somebody leaves with this,
Yeah.
it's total confidence. You can't tell a white woman, a 25-year-old white woman with lips, breasts, and no ass. You can't tell her shit, bro. You can't tell her a damn thing.
Listen,
Straight
I
up.
just need her to know her role.
Jesus.
Sit down tomorrow and just enjoy the game.
I want that confidence.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Well, we're gonna go to the standings real quick before we get out of here.
Yeah.
We're gonna maybe give the Mavericks some confidence because we need real quick because looking at the NBA standings right now, the Mavericks. Well, actually, your guys are number one right now in the Western
The
Conference.
Stars?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, and the Stars did win tonight. We gave them a shot at the beginning of the show. Actually, it's been reversed. The Clippers are number 2 now. Now the Utah Jazz are number 1 in the Western Conference.
The Jazz have been cruising.
With the Clippers.
Who just lost tonight?
Okay, so that's why they were number 1 before that game. The King, LeBron is number 3. Remember me because I don't say Lakers, I always say King. LeBron.
The Los Angeles Kings.
Well, no, LeBron is number 3. Nuggets are right behind them. The Suns, the Memphis Grizzlies, the Golden State Warriors, the Trailblazers, the Rockets, the Spurs, Kings, the Thunder, and then the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh my gosh!
Yep, that's how bad it looks right now.
How many games back are they
from number
let's
one?
say the number 5 spot?
Well, let's see. They're 7.5 back from number 1.
Okay.
So they're probably about what?
It'll tell you.
5 or 6 from what? Just what? Number 4?
From the 4 seed.
They are like they're 3.5 and 4, or 3.5 or 4 games.
So there's a lot of basketball still to be played.
Yeah.
And it's basically a log jam between like 5.
They're 8-13. The Thunder 8-11. The Kings are 9-11. Spurs 11-10. Rockets 10-9. Blazers are 11-9. Warriors 11-9. Grizzlies are 9-7. Suns are 11-8, and the Nuggets are 12-8.
All I know is they play the Hawks tomorrow. Is that tomorrow or Friday?
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow, Wednesday, they go at Atlanta, and what you gotta do there is take care of business and come out of that game with a W and with health.
Winning Wednesday.
That's what you're going with.
Winning Wednesday.
And you got them winning tomorrow. Right?
I do have the win.
Now, just real quick with the Mavericks schedule here, I just want to run this down to you real quick and let's see how you feel because I run this down to Billy every night on the post-game show. Matter of fact, we want to thank you for joining us a couple days. A lot of people, we love hearing your comments and reading them up there on the board, man. So you took 2 L's to the Suns. You got the Hawks tomorrow, 6:30. And Thursday, we've actually decided. Yeah, back to back. It's back to back. Back to back. Thursday. 6:30. So when we come in here Thursday, the first hour of the show is going to be a Mavs post-game show pretty much. Because by the time we get here, the Mavericks will just be wrapping up. So it'll be a Mavs post-game show.
It's an early game?
Yep, 6:30.
So it's not really early.
It is for me.
Yeah, compared to 9
Yes,
o'clock
for me.
games. Games starting at 9.
It is for me.
All right, cool. So we got a back-to-back. That means no KP for one of those games. We don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't think he can afford to sit down right now. And then they turn around and play Golden State on Saturday.
So no game Friday.
No game Friday.
Okay.
All right. Then Monday they're going to play the Minnesota Timberwolves. Somebody's sitting out. That's the game somebody's sitting out of. They can sit out that one.
Saturday and then Monday because Super Bowl is on Sunday. So they're all going to get hammered that day.
Okay.
Where's the game on Monday?
All the games are at home.
Here.
All games are at home. Until
They got lucky. They got lucky.
Yeah, they got just a straight home stretch here. Okay. And then you got the Hawks again here. You got the Pelicans.
Just stay right there. I think stop right there. Just stay at 5 because coaches look at games one by one, right? But they always go next 5.
Right.
Who do we have for the next 5? Let's go ahead and map it out, and so I can get my suitcase ready for the next 5. So stay there.
Okay.
How many of those 5 games are here?
All of them.
All. So they got pretty much a home
They
state.
got a home state. The next time they go on the road would be to play the Rockets, and that's on February 19th.
February
That's just right down the
19th.
street.
So that's 17 games. I mean, that's 17 days. So you got 6 games in 17 days.
Right. So they come back. Remember, I told you this is a hard schedule. So they come back with the Rockets. They play Memphis. Then they play 2 games. They play another game here. They play Celtics at the Grizzlies. Then they go back on the road to take on the 76ers, the Brooklyn Nets,
That's too far. That's too far.
Orlando Magic, and then the Thunder.
You're going too far.
I'm just saying that's to wrap up the first half of the season because then the season starts.
Oh, they played that little half thing.
Yeah. So
So-
we don't even know the second half of the schedule yet.
How many games total is that from tomorrow until the ASG All-Star game?
Which is apparently March 7th, right? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games.
15 games in about 26 days.
Yep.
Okay. The reason why I asked that part is because of rest. And
There is no rest.
I don't tell it to Kristaps, and do not tell it to COVID,
Okay, I'm just saying, there is no rest.
because Super Bowl is here, y'all, and there'll be a lot of house parties.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of gatherings.
Mhm.
This is not LA. We don't go to bars and they turn the TV off. No. That's not how we do it in Texas.
No.
In Texas, if 500 people in here, what's the capacity? All right, it's 150. All right, let 300 in. We're gonna watch this football game.
Yep.
So be careful out there in these streets
Basically.
in the next few days, because that germ ain't stopping.
No.
It's still body
It's
hopping.
intensifying.
Right. And so that's why I said stop at 5 games, because I really don't know if I go to a gas station and catch this shit. Now I got to be on the shelf for another 10 games.
They got a lot of back-to-backs.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of back-to-backs. So,
It's gonna be hectic.
Some scary shit.
yeah. Can you tell the people where they can find you, Turncoat Net?
Oh, man. Instagram and Twitter, man. At Radio Guy Ray. On Facebook, it's just Billy Allen, man. And I stand firm on Dak. I stand with you. I stand with you.
Now, last week you weren't.
He's always been my guy.
Oh, really?
He's always been my guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's okay. It's okay to peek over the other shoulder and kind of look and see what's going on. We do it all the time. It's okay. It's okay.
Vosh, can you tell the ladies, and because of Me Too movement, I'd say fellas, where they can find you at?
Oh, and speaking of social gatherings, Super Bowl Sunday at my crib, we're gonna play it real safe. If you like barbecue, hit me up on Twitter at Tovash10, Tovash Hatcher on Instagram. Come hungry and be ready to watch some football.
And I thought you were going to say wear your mask.
I said we're gonna play it safe.
That's safe, right?
Yeah.
Wear the mask.
Yeah, mask and condoms. Very safe. No, I'm just playing.
Whoa. Well, I was getting ready to say, you don't take your mask down to eat. After that, put your mask back on and walk around in his house. You can follow me at Just the Advocate on Twitter. You can follow me, Walt Chisholm, on Facebook. You can follow the show at It's Business on Twitter. It is Business DFW on Facebook, and of course for the gram, best.for.DFW. Well, we got a great show planned on Thursday. Of course, we got to get ready for the Super Bowl. We got to figure. We just found out that college football is coming back to video gaming.
Very excited.
We got to figure some stuff out with that. And since our guy Screech died, we got to rank. We got to power rank some shows around here.
Okay, there you go.
And then the first half of the show is a Mavericks post-game
Okay.
show, which means we're going to be taking phone calls.
That's
Those
right.
people, we're going to be doing that live in the studio for the first time.
And hopefully people will be happy.
Well, they are because they already comment on the page when we do it, which will be on tomorrow night after the Hawks game. Me and Billy will be back.
As soon as the game is over, we're ready.
We're ready. We're going to be right there, ready for action. So tune in tomorrow night. We'll be live on StreamYard. We'll be on StreamYard, and then call us on Thursday night. We'll be here in the studio for a Mavs post-game show. Right. Like we always say, always do what's best for business, and if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around. Oh!
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gives out a warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's alright, cause I'm safe by the bell. If the teacher pops a test, I know I'm in a mess, and my dog ate all my homework last night. Riding low in my chair, she won't know that I'm there. If I can hand it in tomorrow, it'll be